because they're little kids, they're people, and you have to be really careful. I'm looking left and right. I'm not relying on my backup camera. I do have one. Now, if I want to go to the left, I turn my wheel to the left. The front will swing out to the right. I'm covering my brake. And then I want to turn hand over hand. Neighborhoods are very dangerous areas because we tend to let our guard down. Is no accident. I remember learning that when I started teaching adults and teens. My boss told me this. So you always have to have that underlying element of safety. Now we're coming up to the stop sign. Most people in the neighborhood, you're going to blow through the stop sign. We have to stop. And then what we need to do is look left, right, and left. And then we're going left, so we turn our blinker on and we turn it down. A lot of people who are not used to driving tend to forget that. And it just really amazes me that that one small element is what's going to really keep you safe, keep you consistent. We have to be consistent. And consistency means no tickets. Consistency means having a complete stop. And I think it's about joy, right? And just pausing and looking and really working on your fundamentals. If you have anxiety, drive in the neighborhoods. I get a lot of questions about anxiety. Start your journey in the neighborhood, making 12 right turns, 12 left turns. This is where you feel comfortable. This is where you have grown up. You're going to middle school, high school, college. Now you're working maybe at a local store, okay? Now we're going to make a right turn. We want to go onto our turn slow and easy and gradually accelerate. If you like driving, you like cars, you like seeing the area around you, and you want to learn how to become a better driver, this is for you. So we're going to come up and stop. But you notice there's no stop sign. The stop sign would be to the right. So this meant someone has hit the sign and knocked it down. That's where that yellow pole is. Okay, I'm going to stop. And I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm looking left. I'm looking right. I'm looking left. Clear. And turn in the nearest lane. You want to keep your turn as short as possible. And I'm going to get over one lane to the left. Now, once you feel comfortable, part of your test, part of you getting around on the road is you getting onto the expressway. And we're going to show you this. I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. I'm going to merge in where the line is broken. Now, everything is geared to the road test. Because I'm a state certified instructor, that is our standard. We're always preparing for the road test. So I'm going to wait because traffic is coming. And then one thing I notice as I teach, a lot of people are just not really focused and locked in. I'm moving forward. When there's a gap, I'm going to make my left turn. And then they have a yield sign to my right. I have the right of way. People do not understand the right of way. If you have a sign in front of you, you have to yield or stop and let oncoming traffic go. Now, this is a really nice shot of a clover leaf. Not the leaf, but a curve circular drive. Now we're going to merge out. We're going to get our speed up. And that was a good merge. Okay, merge is just like changing lanes. A lot of people make a really big deal out of it. And sorry you hear the noise of the motor, but we're up to about 4,000 RPMs. So let's get right to the middle lane. Let's get comfortable. Let's relax. Let's enjoy this journey. And I want you to really enjoy the journey. Calm down. Breathe a moment. And remember, our goal is to be safe. Our goal is to get to see our brother. Our brother Marcus is still in the hospital. I'm going to go see him, but I can't let my emotions take me off the task of safe driving, meaning speeding, cutting off cars, feeling down, feeling depressed. We can't let this happen. We have to stay, and it's hard, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. He's not in good condition. I have to stay focused and be strong for him when I see him, regardless of what state he's in. So I'm going to lift my foot, I don't want to tailgate this black GMC Sierra. I'm just going to calm down. We're about 65. Staying smooth and just breathing. I saw the truck. I don't like all this traffic really close, so I'm going to change a lane and get to the left lane, passing lane, and legally I can do this. So I'm going to pick up a little speed and keep moving through, and once I get an opening, I can get back over to the right. That's what the left lane is for. All three lanes are full, so I can drive in this lane. A lot of people want to argue, you're just hogging the left lane. No, we want to keep going. We want to be smooth. These cars should be getting over. That truck, I'm not sure what they're doing. I am kind of stuck here right now. So I'm going to stay here in this lane. I'm at about 70. So I'm good. I'm going to keep moving. And then what I'm going to do is get back over to the right lane. And that's what everyone should be doing. And if you're not learning anything from this, use your blinker. Take your time. Be consistent. Be patient. Have your best practice. Learn. Have a good speed. We're at about 70 right now. And I have a good space cushion. Space cushion is the space between our vehicle and this gray Honda Accord. So we want to keep this. We want to be at a minimum of 3 seconds. I'm going to count from the Mount Clemens trap sign. 0, 1001, 1002. I'm about 2 seconds away. We want to be about 3. Staying pretty smooth. And you'll get more consistent mileage if you can stay about 70 or 75. Okay, the flow is actually moving about 65 miles an hour. It's a lot of traffic. So what I'm going to do is just readjust my speed. And be patient. Left lane close. Okay, so, and then when you're preparing for your journey, you want to be in the safest lane. It's usually the middle. If you drive on the left, you're going to have to go 75, 85, 90. People are going to be pushing you because they're trying to get out of the country. We want to be in a relaxed mental state. It really surprises me how many people don't want to drive or have challenges, and use my motivation to help you to go to the DMV. Use my motivation to help you to get out and push yourself through the fear. If you're in your 30s or 40s and you don't drive, there's still hope for you, right? We're at about 65. They got a flat tire. It happens. You got to know how to change that. Get your hands all dirty and knees, but you got to know when we're out here on the road, even a new car. We're at about 70. I'm fine with it. Moving along pretty good. The left lane merges down, so now we're going to have people waiting to merge at the last second. I hate that. We want to be an early merger. This is called a zipper merge. And my students are not able to do this maneuver. So I get them over early because we want success. I don't want to see my students struggle, fail. I want to see you get your permit, do road test prep, and get your license. This person has their blinker on for nothing. What are they doing? So I'm looking ahead. I still see 2 lanes open. I would mark them down for having the blinker on. You can look at it yourself. It's just on. We're at about 70. Now, if there were construction workers present, the speed limit would be 45. Their blinker's still on. I'm looking around the curve. I see the semi truck. I see the black truck. I see the hazardous material carrier. They have a blinker on. And I'm at about 60. Now we're slowing down more. And maintaining a good speed is consistent with safety, being able to appreciate driving. Because when you look at these videos, you're going to learn the fundamentals, how my chilled, relaxed demeanor is going to help you. We're just taking our time. And we want to be smooth. I see a lot of cars with flat tires too, so that tells me could be something on the ground. We're going to keep space from the truck. If you were in your test right now, we could be in either lane. And mentally, in my mind, I owe this to you to explain everything so you feel comfortable. Okay? The semi-truck really should be getting over to the right, but we're not going to argue. We're going to deal with it. I'm keeping good space. And I'm understanding what our truckers go through, because they are the backbone that bring our goods, tires, groceries, produce to the United States. We're about 60 around the curve. Everything is still smooth. I'm going to turn on my right turn signal. Let's make a pass. And I accelerate it through. I'm going in and out of their no zone. You see me passing the truck. I'm going to keep moving. Now I'm going to lift my foot because I don't want to tailgate the black GMC. They finally cut off their blinker. And now it's 3 lanes. I'm going to get back over. 1 lane to the left. And I'm scanning a little bit. I'm really trying to look ahead to see construction, police. I'm going to get over 1 more lane to the left. 3 blinks. You hear it. Now we are moving through. We're about 70. Pretty smooth. And from my face, you can tell I do enjoy driving. It is necessary to help your family, to help your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, run errands, pick up people. So this is why these videos are so important to you, to give you that motivation. You have to do it. I can't do it for you, but you're seeing me in my journey of going to go see my brother in the hospital. And to show him that I care, that I love him. But if I didn't drive, I wouldn't be able to get there and see him. So I'm maintaining good speed. And then I'm going to get back over 1 lane to the right. And another vehicle with a flat tire. What is going on? Oh my goodness. All right, I'm lifting my foot a little bit. I see the red Jeep. And we're back down to about 70. The range is anywhere from about 59 to about 73, 75 miles an hour. So you got to be ready for those maneuvers. You got to take your time and be patient. I'm lifting my foot a little bit. And I'm going to get over 1 lane to the right. And we'll deal with traffic. So I'm going to squeeze my brakes. They should be accelerating and merging. Good. Turbo Audi. They're from Indiana, out-of-town driver. And then we're going to practice doing some merging because this is an instructional video. I'm going to accelerate. And what I was doing, guys, I was looking over my shoulder. I was checking my blind spot. And that's what you should do. We get a little bit comfortable not checking blind spots, and that's when a side swipe happens. Okay, so we're coming off on a 10-mile exit. I'm going to start squeezing my brakes, slowing down early. And we're going to practice getting on, getting off. And I'm going to be in the middle lane. I want to slow down and just have a gradual slow down. Smooth and easy. Now we can see the rear of the tires. And on your test, what you should be doing, now we look out our back window. You should see a car coming up off the expressway, and you'll see a gray minivan, and we're going to move forward. This lane is straight to turn left, and now we're going to accelerate. Sorry about that. And because we're in this I-94 corridor, we've got to get up to speed, 4,000 merge, and we are at 4,000 right now. We're going to merge right out. Okay, bam, done. Okay. We're going to continue. Keeping good speed, good space. You need to notice vehicles with the high center of gravity. That vehicle has high center of gravity. And then we're going to practice getting off and on again. So we're going to get off at 9 Mile. They were a little late with their blinker. And then we turn our blinker off, and we're starting to slow down. And we want to be in the middle lane, L-A-N-E, and then start gradually slowing down again. Perfect. And we want to see the rear of the tires on the ground, which we do. And of course, we always look behind us. And now we're going to go back onto the expressway, and we're going to practice merging again. And if you're weak at merging, you need to tell me, and I can make a specific video. So turn our left turn signal. We want to get that 4,000 RPM merge. They are not, and we're about 2,600. So we didn't have enough momentum to come out if a big truck was behind us. Okay, we're maintaining good speed. Trying to be really smooth around the curve. On this 9 Mile curve, there have been a lot of accidents. We've done some discussion on this, so you want to go in smoothly. We're about 55. We're in the right lane. Slower moving traffic. We're going to get off at 8 Mile so we can continue to work these fundamentals. We're getting closer to my brother at the hospital. So we want to always build a confidence. Always do things to build your confidence. Always. Public speaking. Reverse parallel parking. Going to a divergent diamond. These are all things you must encounter when driving. So we want to stop. We want to see the rear of the tires. And then we look out our back window. We want to see around us who's to our left, who's in front of us, who's to the right. We're going to breathe for a second because my heart is heavy thinking about my brother. I'm not going to lie to you. He's in a better place. The group home he was in was not really good for him, and he wasn't in good physical condition. So I always want to be able to give my brother the love, support he needs. You too, once you learn how to drive, if your mom or dad or uncle or grandmother's in the hospital, you're going to have to drive there and help with your family. And you do this by being independent, getting your license, learning how to drive, helping them when they say, could you help us? No problem. Don't even hesitate. So we got a warning sign ahead. A lot of clients fail here because they don't stop. But we are going to stop and pause. They didn't stop, automatic fail. 1001, 1002, 1003. And then we're going to get over And I'm being very intentional. You're looking at this video is to pass your driving test. And we're going to stop. Okay. This lane goes straight. I do have to get over to the left to get onto the expressway. So I'm trying to see, what do I need to do? Do I need to accelerate past these vehicles? Do I need to slow down? How do I need to approach this? But that is on a delay. So I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. I'm going to get over. I'm going to accelerate. Sorry about the bumps. I'm going to accelerate. And this is another short ramp too. So I'm really looking over my shoulder. I just looked over my shoulder. I checked that blind spot. That's real. And if you don't do this, you will be marked down. So now we're adjusting our speed and position. Taking our time. And I'm really just trying to be patient in this journey. We have to get off at Myles. So we want to maintain about 55, stay smooth, stay consistent, be patient. And I'm keeping space. You have to be patient. Continue. Oh my God. I just passed Myles. We can't back up on the expressway. We're going to have to go down to Cashew. We're going to keep moving. I'm going to keep my space. And I think I can get off at Cashew, make a left, get back on the expressway, and get off at Myles and then make a right. Okay, we need to turn on our right turn signal up. This is a very short ramp, so we've got to go in slower. All right, we're going to squeeze our brake. Might slow down. And we have to see the rear of the tires on the ground. I always leave it out. I keep space because we see people standing. We don't know if a car could break down, what could happen. And then what is our rule? When we're stopped, we look out of our back window. So this is you looking. I'm always checking. The expressway, I-94 is to my left. Okay, Cashew to the right. And I always want to be prepared for the future. And then I'm going to turn. I think I got to get over to the left. Okay, and I have to make, I think I'm going the right way. Okay. And then there's a lot of traffic here, so this is very overwhelming. So we're just going to take our time and be patient. And we're waiting. So this is not a protected left turn. This is where you have to make your own decision. So if you're on your test, the tester is going to be an invisible ghost. They're not going to tell you. You have to execute this. I'm committing to the turn. I don't want to get hit either. And the lights are on a delay. So once this white vehicle goes by, it looks clear. And then you execute. I made that turn. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we got to do the 4,000 RPM merge. Turn on our left turn signal. And they're from Tennessee. I'm out. Okay, bam, that was pretty good. Okay, Myles is a quarter of a mile. All right, we're maintaining good speed, taking our time, and being patient. Okay, I'm gonna flip up. And I know things are moving a little slow, but we're at about 50. And I don't want to tailgate the truck. Okay, the light is Myles, so we've got to get over all the way to the right. I'm showing you this. I'm checking my blind spot all the way. Sorry about these bumps. Okay. All right, so we're calmed down again. We see Henry Ford Hospital. We see the guide sign that's telling us we're in the right location. They're from Pennsylvania. So it says no turn on red. So we're going to move forward. I'm sorry about the bumps in advance. I do apologize. Oh, I can't stand that. All right, we got to make a right turn. Turn in the nearest lane. And is anyone else following these rules? I got to get over to the left. I do one lane at a time. Speed limit is 30. Just be patient. Like I got to be strong for him. And it's okay to cry if you have to. All right. Okay, we're going to keep moving. And this is my third, fourth time here. It was later in the day. So we got to stay at 35. I don't want to start speeding. Easy way to get a ticket. We're going the right way because the H means hospital. And these are duplexes. I can't make a left turn here. And must turn left. No trucks. Point left turn when traffic clears. All right. Emergency parking. Right. Okay. All right. Oh man. Not here. Gotta check. Adult emergency care. Let me turn in here and check for a moment. You gotta know how to park too. It's really important. Give me a second. I've gotta check. I'm texting my uncle right now. I'm in the wrong spot. He told me I got to go over to visitor parking, so I've got to get out of this parking lot. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I got to put it in reverse. I'm looking. This is the angle parking spot we came in, and I've got to look to my left. And then when I'm halfway past the car, I turn the wheel to the left, and I back out. And then I turn the wheel. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I went to the wrong spot. I do apologize. Okay, we got to go over to visitor parking. So I got to get out of here. I've always used my blinker. I've always tried to follow the rules. And I think that's what makes a good instructor. And then, well, this is tight. I don't want to hit. Oh, man, this is tight. Dang, I don't want to hit this pole. Ooh, okay. And then I got to go up. Somebody say you're doing the most. I want to do the most because I want to, okay, main entrance. Okay, so I got to go around to the north. All right, this is the hospital. It's much better than the one he was in before. Northwest entrance. Okay, this is where I got to go. I got to stop. Thank you. Weight limit, 18 tons, 12 tons, 16 tons. Okay, then I got to come up and stop. I'm going to stop. And I don't need valet parking. They try to catch you when you're emotional. So we got to keep moving. Ooh, those signs light up. So we know we got to stop. We got to come up here and stop. We have a complete stop, and I'm looking to my right. Literally, I don't want to hit anyone. So I'm looking and checking. There's a lot going on here. No parking or standing fire lane. Why are people there, Dan? I see the guy over there. I see the lady. I'm gonna wait for her. Okay, she gave me the right of way, and we talked about this. If she gives me the right of way and I hit someone, it's my fault. So the right of way does not clear you from your legal rights. Safety is the number one thing. Okay, I think I need to make a left turn here. So I gotta go all the way down. All right, I've stopped, and they have a stop sign. Pray that they'll stop. Okay, I gotta come in here, go out slow. Okay, now we gotta find a parking spot. If you just joined us, I'm here at the hospital to see my brother Marcus. We drove on 994. We're on the east side. He still is not in good shape. I'm just trying to be careful and find a parking spot. I don't mind going down to the end. My brother's worth it. But we want to get in there and see him immediately. We really do. So I'm going to go down. And I'm going slower. I don't care what people think, because I don't want to hit anyone, and I don't want to hit a person. So sometimes it's good to park away from everyone. Your car won't get smashed. And then you can kind of walk and reflect. It clears your head. Okay? All right. I'm going to move forward. Try to get up to one of these spots so I can just walk straight to the main entrance. I do have my ID. I'm going to have to back in. Okay. I'm going to put us in reverse. And I'm going to back in. I want to show you my reversing skills. Oh, don't want to hit. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm turning this wheel. All right. There's a little pressure because people are watching you. Good morning. Let me get this park in first. You see me putting in my work. Good morning. Give me a moment. I'm trying to park. I turning the wheel back. Uh-oh. I'm okay. Let me get in. It's beeping. Am I in the lines? Hold on. Let me check my mirror. Looking down at the ground. Just hold up, please. I can't see the line. I gotta pull up. I don't want to be too close because they will hit your car. And we're not trying to have that. Yes, now, man. Hey, much better. I'm still too, I don't like being close to this. I'm gonna have to pull up a little bit. This is real parking. They don't show you this when people learning how to drive. You got to make several adjustments. But I'm gonna keep it real and raw. I'm gonna talk to you guys. Give me a moment. Let me get in. Okay. I'm actually near. Okay, much better. Okay. Woo. Hey guys. How are you? My brother's name Marcus too. Oh, thank you. Good morning. How are you guys doing? We're at St. John's in the metro area. My brother is in the hospital. His name is Marcus. Thank you, T, for just the prayers, the love. Much appreciated. My heart is heavy. He's in room 242. Play that in your 3-digit. You might hit, right? I'm going to play it 2 today. Currently, he's got congestive heart failure. I'm just keeping it real with you. He is not in good physical shape. He can't take care of himself. So we're trying to find a proper care for him. He was in a group home, but it was not secure. He was leaving at night. It was difficult for him to bathe, difficult for him to feed himself. So when I would come over, what would Big Brother do? Big Brother would come and help his brother clean himself up, help his brother get dressed. Okay? And then, across probably the Midwest, they have that lettuce. I don't remember the name of the disease or germ that making people have explosive diarrhea. And a lot of people don't report that either. So he had that problem. And then, of course, he has some other issues too. So the 911 was called. They got him to the hospital about 9 to 12 days ago. He wasn't eating. He wasn't taking his medication. He was dehydrated. And if you're not eating and you have diarrhea and you're dehydrated, that's not good for you. And plus, he has issues with his kidneys. So they did get him medically stable. But as you know, our healthcare system is terrible. Terrible. Okay? So I'm going to go see him. He should recognize me, that I'm there. He should know that it's me. I am mentally prepared if he does not, and that's the sad part. But my mom and dad will want me to do that. And, I make these videos to show you real life. I'm going to keep it real with you. We are here at the hospital. This is a much better hospital than on the boulevard that he was at. The doctor does care. They're trying to develop a plan for him. But there are hundreds, if not millions of Americans. I don't know about the other parts of the world because I'm here in the United States. But the healthcare system is not the best. Okay? Because my mom was a nurse. She loved her job. She would come home every day and just tell us stories about helping people, and she was committed to what she did. Okay? But as you get older in your 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s and 100s, you're going to need care, right? So we want to take care of ourselves. And my brother did not take care of himself the best way in his teens and 20s and 30s. Now, he's paying the price. But I'm going to give him grace, like all of you should. I'm going to show him love. Okay? He's a 50-plus-year-old man. If he wants to do what he wants to do, he's going to do that. So I'm not here to tell him what to do. I'm here to show him love. I'm here to help him. And as you can see, these people walking, we take walking for granted. We take everything for granted. Stop taking things for granted. Walking, getting your permit, getting your license, showing your mom and dad that you love them, and tell them every single day. And work hard to make them proud in school, getting your license. I'm telling you this because you have to be ready for that moment that they're not going to be here. And you see your mom and dad driving when you're little, get your permit, get your license as soon as work to help them, to show them that you love them. You don't have to have the most fanciest car. If you're driving that small car over there, that's fine, or the burgundy truck. It doesn't matter. Okay? Learn how to drive. Get a job. Help. Take that burden off of your parents. Because when I go in here, it's going to be very emotional for me. But all I want to say is that, I love my brother. And if you could use this to help your mom or dad or your brother, sister, you would. And when it's our time to go, I can look back at this and say, you know what? I helped my brother. I did what I could. Because I'm very intentional. I'm trying to stay calm. Because when we start working and our son or daughters are learning how to drive, or our uncles get sick or auntie gets sick, you're like, wow. And then the parents are going to have that talk with you. Honey, you need to get your grades up. You need to get your permit. I'm getting tired of taking you everywhere or putting money in your account. Your parents are going to have that real talk with you. They did with me and my brother. My brother listened. He had opportunities, but he had other issues, and I'm looking at him in a positive way now. It's really easy to tear down people. Like we see this man walking over here, at least he can walk, right? And we owe it to ourselves to respect our elders. Okay, we see him walking over there, we got to respect our elders. He's our elder. Hi, sir, how you doing today? Open the door for him or her. No one wants to, just be treated like a little baby. Drive as long as you can. You see this parking lot. People come in, people going out, nurses here, doctors here. Okay? They may tell me something devastating. They all have my number. There are 7 different people, the care groups, that have my number. So I'm just trying to stay calm. I need your prayers. I need your support. Because we all will go through this at one point. If you live long enough, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, you want to stay in your house as long as possible. You want to drive and have a good, clean record. Do your physical therapy. My brother did not want to do his physical therapy. This would have helped him stay stronger. He's 6'2" at about 168 pounds. He's very thin. I'm like 6'4". Okay, I'm about 279. Okay? He is much thinner. He looks like a skeleton. And the longer you lay down and don't move and don't have physical activity, you're going to get weaker and weaker and weaker. Okay? I'm in the car all the time with adults and teens. I got to get out of this car, walk around. I'm going to get a weight vest and really focus on my strength. And as we get older, we have to take care of ourselves. You have to help your family. Okay? So we're going to walk through the parking lot. If it may sound different, I'm going to take the microphones off, so be patient with me. And then I'm just really trying to be careful and safe. Also, in your car, you want to put things up. You don't want to leave things out. People will look in your car and break in. We're not trying to have that happen. We're really not. I don't know what people are going to say. I don't care what people are going to say. Thank you. I'm mentally getting ready because all of us go through this. If your son or daughter's having a baby, there are complications. If your mom or dad is having a procedure and something else happens, okay? No one wants to be in the hospital for weeks and weeks and weeks. My brother was in for like almost 40 days. Then he got placement, and then he was here for less than a week, and it was terrible. I got his clothes in the back of this vehicle right now. Towels, shirts, clothing. It's his. It's going to stay in here until he gets his best placement. I'm going to put this in the case. Okay. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. All right. I'm going to put this in the case, and we're going to walk right up there. I'm going to shut the vehicle down. Car shut off. Okay, I don't want to hit this vehicle. It's like 85 degrees out. You see me in a white Equinox. Remember I said about parking far away? Just hold on. All right, we're gonna keep, no. All right, let's keep moving. Remember what I said about walking? Feels good to walk. Walk every time you can. Keep that core strong. Walking through the parking lot. It's a beautiful building. But I know I'll be seeing my brother in about 5 or 6 minutes. I'll record as long as I can. You're coming with me because he helps make me strong. You're my community. Oh, that car got smashed. Look at that door. Dang. That's terrible. But that's why I like parking far away. I did have a weight vest at home. It's like about 30 pounds in there. It's a little heavy, but I had it on a little bit. I can tell the difference in how I'm walking. So we're gonna keep moving. I do have my license. That's my ID. Whoa, I almost fell. I think we take hospitals for granted. We see them when something happens. Move. God is good, man. We just gonna keep walking. What's up, brother? I'm blessed. Thank you. Amen. See, I'm walking. I see the guy. Courtesy van. See me walking in. All right, guys and ladies. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. I want to say I love you and appreciate you. Bye.